like, comment, subscribe, and check out my music on Spotify. What is up, everyone? I am Giancola, and for the first time ever, I'm collaborating with a soccer fan, Stavros Greer, who's also known as TorontoSportsGuy on YouTube.
Yeah, hey Graham, how are we doing today?
I'm doing good. This video isn't special just because I'm collaborating with you. It's also my first ever video of me being verified on YouTube. Not sure if you all... thanks for the little slow clap, silent clap thingy. That was cute of you. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about eight underdogs to look out for in the 2022 World Cup being played in Qatar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting teams in the World Cup, but as with every competition, there are a lot of teams that people underrate that have solid shouts at making it into the knockout stages. So I think it's going to be fun to talk about who we think has solid shots that most people aren't expecting to go into the round of 16.
Yeah, I agree. So for Group A, we have Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands. Me and Stavros chose Qatar because they're the hosts. Hosts usually have a good advantage, but the Netherlands and Senegal might cause a little bit of trouble for Qatar, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the Netherlands and Senegal are the favorites in that group, and Senegal for sure, they've played very well in the past couple months, and I think have really put themselves into a really good position to succeed well at this World Cup. A lot of people were sleeping on Qatar and saying they wanted to be in Group A. We know that in the past, the hosts have overperformed in the World Cup due to a combination of home field advantage and maybe a little bit of referee
bragging rights.
Yeah, a little bit of referee interference too. But Qatar as a whole, as a team, actually have... 2002. Yes, exactly, 2002. But Qatar as a team have been a lot better in the past few years. They won the most recent AFC Asian Cup in 2019. Yeah. They played in the Gold Cup in 2021 and made it to the semifinals of the Gold Cup in CONCACAF. So obviously, if they've shown anything in the past few years, is that they've actually risen to a level where they probably could have made this World Cup even without being the hosts for it. So I think just because, they're their first ever World Cup and they haven't really been known in the past to be a strong footballing nation, I think they actually are going to surprise some people who haven't been paying attention. Yeah,
I have a feeling that Qatar is going to surprise the world, or as we say, shock the world. Now on to Group B. There's a lot of hate and love in this group because England and the USA are in the group. We don't know who's going to be the UEFA winner. It's either going to be Wales, Scotland, or Ukraine. But the underdog we're going to be talking about is Iran.
Yeah, Iran is an interesting one.
Yeah.
They were fantastic in 2018.
Yeah. They lost to South Korea, though, in their second to last World Cup qualifier.
Yes, they did, but at that point, they were already in the World Cup, I believe. So if it's not really a do or die game, I can see them not putting in their hardest effort, and really just whoever was hosting that match was going on. But in 2018, they were fantastic in a group that included Spain and Portugal.
I think they got a point at least.
They drew against Portugal, I believe. And going now into a group with the USA and England, who are two teams that are kind of known for underperforming at the World Cup. They really, if they follow up that 2018 performance with another really strong performance now, they, could theoretically get points off of off of England or the USA. And in that scenario, hey, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, it could be anyone's game. The Yanks or the Three Lions, or Iran, or whoever makes out of the UEFA path. Now, we had a little trouble with this group because there are so many good underdogs, but the teams are Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Since we're based in the CONCACAF region, Canada, Ontario, we chose Mexico to be the underdog to look out for. Sorry, European fans.
Yeah, this group is very interesting because I feel like Poland and Mexico both could make the round of 16 without anyone's eyes really rolling. Yeah. Argentina is like the clear head-on favorite. Saudi Arabia is a bit of a step behind those other two.
Yeah.
Mexico, I just see having a bit of a better shot at it than Poland. I think Mexico just has a bit more all-around depth. Obviously, they don't have anyone of the talent of Robert Lewandowski, but I think overall as a team, Mexico could be a bit stronger. And also, Raul Jimenez is a very strong striker.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting group, though, and we got the Canada flag going. Yeah. We'll talk about them soon.
Yeah.
But representing CONCACAF from Mexico, they always make the round of 16, and I think, not just the round of 16, but this might be the year that they finally get a quarterfinal appearance.
Interesting thought. Now, the Group D has the defending champs, France, the winners of AFC or CONMEBOL in the Interconfederation playoffs, Denmark, and Tunisia. We're going to go with Tunisia. They didn't really have a good performance last time at the World Cup, but I'm sure they had a great time playing against some of the big teams out there.
Tunisia is an interesting one. They're on the ups in Africa, I think. And they're a team that, depending on who gets out of that CONMEBOL AFC playoff, I could see them picking up a point off of in Australia, say, or possibly even pushing for a win. Again, like in a one-match situation, one bounce and goes the right way, you get your point off, or you get your extra 3 points off. Mm-hmm. Peru would be a bit of a tougher matchup for them, but they are a team that have some interesting players. They have, I believe, a young guy who's in the Manchester United system. I forgot his name. Hold on, I have it saved right here. Hannibal Mejbri. He is 19 years old, playing with Manchester United right now. So they're definitely a team on the upswing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens now.
He was originally born in France. So
there's a lot of
interesting. He's going to be playing his former birth country.
Oh, that's always a fun matchup. Jonathan David against the U.S. for Canada, whenever that happens. Always fun to see those guys who better identify with one country going and playing against their country of birth.
Yeah. So Group E is a little bit of the group of death because there's Spain and Germany. We also don't know who's going to win between Costa Rica and New Zealand for the playoff, but we have the underdogs, Japan, in the group. And Japan, the Samurai Blue, let's talk about them.
Japan's interesting. They have a lot of European talent on the roster, and it's maybe not the most high-end European teams, but they have a lot of guys playing.
At least one player thing in every top country.
Yeah, and it's kind of bizarre, really, to see a team that's just so evenly distributed. You got a significant number of guys in Germany, you got a couple guys in England, you got a couple guys in Italy, and it's a very a few guys in Belgium. It's a very well-rounded team of European individuals, especially midfield forward, and that really is a level of talent and level of non-reliance on the J1 league that I don't think we've seen from Japan ever at the World Cup. They still do have a significant number of J1 league players, but that's not a terrible league. It's one of the better leagues in Asia. So this is a Japanese team that has a lot of abroad talent, so it should be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, really, really good talent abroad. That's why they're underdogs. Okay, so this is our favorite group, and you'll find out in just 10 seconds. Belgium, Morocco, Croatia. And there's another team in the group. Canada, our home country, where we're from. Yeah, baby, CPL.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be talking about how Canada could potentially shock the world in this group. Man, it
Yeah.
feels like it's been forever since we've been in the World Cup. Oh wait, it has.
Been long before either of us were born.
Yeah.
Was the last time Canada was in the World Cup, 1986. Yeah. This is a very young Canadian team, but very exciting.
Yeah.
Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David are two world-class players in the making.
Are stars.
Like true international superstars in the making. Jonathan David already this summer is being rumored to get a move to a top team in Europe. Yeah. There's rumors that like
Juventus doing well, amazing too.
Yeah. Stacchio, Porto. We have even like some of the lower down guys.
Yeah. Jonathan
Osorio in MLS. Richie Larea recently moved to Nottingham Forest. Liam Miller is carrying it up in Switzerland right now. So just all around, this Canadian team has had a lot of young guys come up. And I know people are calling us out and calling me out in my comments in my videos, going like, oh, you're underrating Morocco and Croatia. This is a very young, very fast counterattack Canada. I have people who have come in my comments and been like, oh, Morocco's a top 2 team in CONCACAF. You're underrating them. Well, no, like if they were in CONCACAF.
Oh.
Like if they were in CONCACAF, Morocco would be a top 2 team. And I'm like, okay, but Canada just beat the USA and Mexico. Like if a team's a top 2 team in CONCACAF, we can beat them. So a lot of people are saying, oh, we're overrating ourselves. Like, of course we're overrating ourselves. It's our first World Cup in 36 years. Of course we're going to overrate ourselves. Yeah. But you're also underestimating us.
Those fans out there. What can you do?
You wait till November, and then when Canada wins, you floss on them.
Yeah. That's the celebration dance we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Group G in the World Cup seems a little bit familiar. Some of the same teams from the previous cup, but one different team. Since Costa Rica is already in the Confederation playoff, they are replaced by Cameroon, along with teams from the previous World Cup group: Brazil, Serbia, and Switzerland. We're going to be talking about Dusan and Serbia. I can't say his name.
I probably can't either. I'm not very good at some of those European names. Yeah. But the Serbians have a lot of Serie A talent. That's a very interesting thing I've noticed with this Serbian team. Very built on
very Italian.
Very Italian, which ironic given Italy didn't make the World Cup.
Yeah.
But probably the national
replacement team.
Yes, yeah. If you're an Italian fan and you're sad that you're not in the World Cup, look at Serbia, because you probably have a guy who plays on your favorite team, favorite club team on there. That it's just a depth of top 6 league talent in Europe on the Serbian team. And well, maybe they don't have the, I guess, as big names as the Swiss team may have, but definitely not as big names as the Brazilian team may have. They do have guys. Mitrovic is a pretty solid striker, and so they definitely have a good shot. I think it's going to be a war between Switzerland and Serbia for that second place spot in that group. That's going to be a very entertaining game, like must watch, especially after like in 2018 that same game happened and it was fantastic.
Yeah. And finally, last but not least, the group H: Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. We're going to be talking about SK. Hooray.
One guy, Son Heung-min.
Yep.
Son, the past few 2 years has developed into a true global superstar. He has been Tottenham's best player consistently.
Along with Harry Kane.
He scored that goal against Burnley that won him a Puskas Award.
Mm-hmm.
Just probably the greatest Asian soccer player, like the greatest player to come
In our
out of
generation.
in our probably the greatest player to come out of the AFC ever, in my opinion. Just a fantastic footballer. I know in 2018 they beat Germany, South Korea did in the last game after they were already eliminated. But going to that, the 25-year-old son, like, we thought he was good.
Yeah.
He's so much better right now.
Yeah, he's improving.
He's improving to like be like elite, like in a conversation that very few players are in.
Yeah.
And so, like, honestly, just with him, just a team with him, it has a solid shout to, you know, win a game at the World Cup. But South Korea, in addition to him, do have some other solid players. You have Hwan Hee-chan, who has playing with Wolves this season, and he scored 5 goals with Wolves this year. Pretty solid guy in the Premier League. They have talent around besides just Son, and this is a South Korea team that I think can make some noise in this World Cup.
Yeah, just like they did back in 2018. Man, that World Cup was crazy.
That game was crazy. The 2 90-plus minute goals against Germany to knock them out of the World Cup, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Well, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on my channel and Toronto Sports Guy's videos. Oh, and make sure to stay tuned for his interview on Vibing with G coming soon. Bye.